Today I'm going to be presenting my research project, which is Arogya Scan. So this is everything that I'm going to be covering today. So essentially, the reason why I started this project was because of a critical gap I noticed, which is that over 65% of the population lives in rural areas and they lack specialist radiologists and also hospital grade ultrasound equipment. And they're usually exclusively concentrated in urban areas. And because of this, there's so many preventable deaths from misdiagnosis of pneumonia, complicated pregnancy, kidney diseases, and heart diseases that occur every single day across so many rural areas. And this is because of a broken diagnostic pipeline, and they just cannot access the imaging that they need. And essentially, our aim was to develop an AI enabled low cost point of care screening framework, which can be deployed by any non specialist worker. And we wanted to achieve clinical grade sensitivity across 5 organ systems. So we targeted lungs, pregnancy, liver, kidney, and gallbladder. So the reason why we picked these organs is because we've done a lot of research on the most commonly occurring diseases, and we found that because of the environment, water sensitivity, and the landscape as a whole, we finalized these 5 to be the most problematic organs. And essentially can be working offline, and it's fully capable to be used in a regional language too. So the diagnostic, as I covered, is obviously the rural diagnostic gap, because so many people, especially in India, they lack the infrastructure and also the accessibility to this equipment. And second is definitely AI, because it's emerging more, and because of so many advances in deep learning and transfer learning, these models have been able to predict radiologist level performance on simple medical image classification. And because of this, it makes it so much easier and more accessible. And next is obviously the cost barrier. So conventional hospital ultrasound infrastructure costs between 13 to 28 lakh, which is around I think $15,000 to almost $30,000. And there does not exist a solution which works offline and costs only a lakh to make for non-specialist deployment. So the methods that we used was first obviously the data set preparation. So we curated 5 organ specific classification data set from publicly available Kaggle data sets. So for lung, we used chest radiograph images. For pregnancy, liver, kidney, and gallbladder, we use ultrasound images, and they were pre-processed to standardized resolution. And then we use an 80/20 train validation split. After that, we developed the model. So essentially, we had 3 pre-trained transfer learning architectures that we tried different thresholds on. So first was ResNet 50, MobileNet V2, EfficientNet BO, and a baseline CNN. We basically first trained the classification head, and then after this, we use a technique called progressive fine tuning. So my professor essentially helped me make it so that our model prioritizes abnormal recall, which has a higher clinical cost rather than giving false positives. So after that, we optimized our thresholds. So on the screen, there are different threshold values that we did at. So basically, this maximized abnormal class recall, also called as sensitivity. And because of this, it carries a higher clinical cost than unnecessary referrals. After that, we fully developed an offline TensorFlow application, and we deployed a GitHub repository too. We also did an external validation experiment where we tried other data sets to our model, and it gave us a lot of accuracy and generalizability to unseen data distributions. So the results we got was that ResNet 50 outperformed the baseline CNN. The lung classifier achieved an accuracy of 98%, and this is the highest performing configuration across all the organ models that we studied. The pregnancy classifier achieved 80% accuracy and 91% recall, and the liver classification demonstrated 100% abnormal recall at a precision of 75.25%. And we also noticed that kidney and gallbladder were our weakest performing tasks, which we limited to data set size and like different data set differences. And this was like a limitation validation that we through planning data set expansion later. So yeah, and then we did the external validation experiment too. So our model, essentially the total hardware deployment costs around 70,000 rupees, which is around $700, which is an approximate 70 to 80% less than hospital ultrasound systems. So the scale of potential impact is that India, like specifically, has around 1 million ASHA workers who are basically social workers who have like they don't have radiologist accessibility, and they work in primary rural healthcare centers. So we believe that with our model, we can help around 1 million who have zero access to such imaging diagnostics. And these are our results. So as I mentioned, the key insight is the consistency. So we saw that ResNet 50 outperformed every other architecture on every task, confirming that deeper pretrained feature representations provide actual meaningful gains. So this was our internal and external validation. So for lung classification, our internal validation recall was 98% and our external validation was 97.20%. So we had a difference of only 0.86 percentage points on completely unseen data. And for pregnancy, our recall actually increased from 91% to 99%. And this also just confirms that our recall optimized threshold generalizes beyond just the training distribution, which is like the fundamental requirement for any like diagnostic tool to be deployed. So the main discussion point is the system architecture. So essentially we also discussed about how to actually deploy the hardware and everything. So it would be connected. Essentially, our hardware would be connected towards some sort of device which would be running offline, and we would use an Android Pie tablet to then download this data. And this would be done either by an ASHA worker or a non-specialist operator. They would then capture the image, select the organ, and it would go through our entire like transfer learning architecture, and then it's either going to give normal or abnormal. So based on this, they can continue like the severity of the issue and what to do after that. And to make this even more accessible, we have deployed this in Hindi, Telugu, and other languages which are local to India especially. So as I mentioned, the external validation, the cost reduction, and the data size models for kidney and gallbladder. So we think that our model demonstrates clinical grade AI screening as achievable in a very low budget without internet connectivity, which directly challenges the assumption that AI diagnostics require expensive architecture. And other than that, we also did more research and policy implications, and we found a lot of NHS missions and grants, especially specific to India, where we think that we can deploy this model further. And we've made a basic GitHub repository to just like do our external validation experiment on it. Yeah.